As y'all already know, men make the world go round. Men run the world. Black man, we've been through a lot of shit in our times. When you think back on the stories of what they call slavery and what they say we went through during the times of slavery, the stories that was told, you know, I don't believe none of that shit was true. But if slavery was true, think about what we went through, how we've overcome, and where we're at today. And the point I'm getting at is, look at, man, we've been through a lot of shit. As black men in America, we've been through a lot. And we've come a long way, and we still progressing. So men, do not waste your time focusing in on these Cynthia G's and these idiots. We've been through a lot. We're tough like nails. We're built for tough. All the ish that we've been through, and we still standing strong. That tells a lot. So, with all that being said, I know you fellas ain't gonna let some little slave-minded females get on YouTube and get to running their mouth and get you off your square. Fellas, I keep telling y'all, these are just hateful, bitter women speaking from their own experiences. They're hateful and they're angry and they're mad at life because of the choices that they made, period. And they over there in that sector consistently running their mouth, but not making any changes. They over there in that sector consistently running their mouth, trying to bash black men, but what changes have they made in the laws? They are losing rights, but they talking about us, but at the same time, so the whole point I'm making is this. Man, them women over there just running their mouth and they just talking, man, out of anger. They ain't making no changes. They ain't making no difference. Only thing they're doing is incurring their own bitterness. They're taking that, right now, they have a molehill of hatred inside of them. They're turning a molehill into a mountain by putting gas on their own fire. Man, forget them hoes, man. We bigger than that. What they saying ain't gonna change nothing. It's not gonna make a difference. In the next 200 years, you're gonna have angry black women still talking that noise. They've been doing that, and it haven't made no difference. They still sleeping with black men. They still with black men. These angry, miserable women just need somewhere to go. Somebody to make them feel better and play on their pain. While Cynthia G playing on their brain, making them feel better, she getting paid off of that trash. Now, will I say everything that she says is a lie? No, I can't say everything is a lie. But one thing I can say is everything that she's saying is being done out of hatred, anger, and bitterness. Listen, fellas, it's bigger things on our plate. Y'all remember when I told you about that wheel? That wheel that constantly turns with the teeth? And after a while, that wheel is going to end up just spinning. And that wheel represents your conscience. Look, man, we've been through a lot of ish. Don't waste your time focusing on these women. A lot of y'all got children. Man, imagine getting old and you never established a relationship with your children. Imagine that. You getting old and ain't even got your kids to be there for you. Y'all better wake up, man. I ain't been on YouTube in the last 5 days, man, because that's where I've been. I've been with my daughters, man. You know, chilling, spending time with my kids. Fellas, I came here today for a reason. Because I'm going to go ahead and clear this up. And I'm going to tell y'all who Cynthia G is. according to psychiatrists. You got people like Cynthia G, Nas, Taz, Nyla. You know, they talk bad about black men all the time. And the question is there a psychological explanation to why people like to talk about those they don't like? For example, Cynthia G, she making her business. If she ain't attacking, she got to attack black celebrities. She making her business to make that her job, to attack and to talk about and down black men every day. There's a saying that goes something like this: smart people talk about ideas. Ignorant people talk about others. All Cynthia G do is get on YouTube and talk bad about black men. She never has a solution. There's never really any bright ideas for them to better themselves besides selective reading or finding a brand. Think about it. She's ignorant, according to psychiatrists. Cynthia G, Taz, Nyla, divestors, and everyone with that mindset who constantly find it beneficial to talk bad about black men are nothing but ignorant individuals who talk bad about black men simply out of hatred and to distract the masses from their own shortcomings. The reason why Cynthia G get on YouTube, man, and talk so bad about black men and black women who love black men, she's trying to distract the masses from her own shortcomings. She get on YouTube and talk all this trash about us because she hate herself. Her shortcomings have to be ugly, according to psychiatrists. Cynthia G, Taz, Doodoo, divestors, and all you modern females with that mindset, the question is, what are you hiding when it comes to your shortcomings? Because according to psychiatrists, individuals who talk bad about other people simply out of hatred and to distract the masses from their own shortcomings. In other words, according to psychiatrists, people like Cynthia G, she's talking all that noise out of hatred, and she's trying to distract the masses from her own shortcomings. That woman got a lot to hide. That's the reason why she on YouTube the way that she is. Studies have proven Cynthia G constantly talk down on other people. Her shortcomings must be terrible, something to really hide. So terrible, she has to distract the masses as well as figure out a way to run from her own shortcomings. This is Cynthia G, according to psychiatrists. So she get on YouTube and talk down on black men because she hate herself for her own shortcomings. According to studies, according to psychologists, they say Cynthia G and people like her are disturbed and needs counseling. That's deep, fellas. That's according to professionals. There are people who only like, according to professionals, there are people who only like to put down others. They are people who only like to put down others. And says, this often stems from a feeling of inferiority. It is the only way Cynthia G feel like she have any power in her life. Cynthia G can't expand into a more creative or social level of conversation. Once again, it says, this often stems from people who talk bad about other people all the time, says, this often stems from a feeling of inferiority. It is the only way Cynthia G feel like she have any power in her life. Cynthia G cannot expand into a more creative or social level of conversation. And you look at her videos, that is true, according to psychologists. This woman got so much hatred and bitterness, and her shortcomings are so ugly. She's just a ball of angry fire. That's what y'all looking at. Man, that woman is dangerous, man, around a person who can't help themselves. That woman, she's wicked. And It's clearly obvious that when you watch her video, she cannot expand her conversation to a more creative level or social level of conversation. Expand into a more creative or social level of conversation. Her whole topic is just black man, black man, black man, black man. In other words, according to the psychologist, Cynthia G is stagnated in hatred and bitterness for black men. Just look at her videos. Over 1,000 videos. And they all are dedicated to bashing black men. Never expanding to a more creative or social level of conversation. Cynthia G. All her talking points is about bashing black men and killing babies. This woman is psychologically and spiritually trapped in hatred, anger, and bitterness. All the attributes of evil. Like I told you, fellas, don't be fooled by YouTube. This female is evil, she needs help, and she would die a lonely, bitter life. Take it from me. Big ups to the brother Kevin Samuels. You cannot make this ish up, fellas. This kind of women are done. These kind of women are done. With a low market value, they have hit the wall with children by Pookies and Ray Rays, who's in prison or nowhere to be found. Quit trying to blame all black men. You should have chose better. And that's just bottom line. And once again, before I end this topic, I just want y'all to know, I'm just explaining to y'all who Cynthia G is, according to psychologists. And once again, I will repeat. Cynthia G and everyone with that mindset who constantly find it beneficial to talk bad about black men and others are nothing but ignorant individuals who talk bad about other people simply out of hatred and to distract the masses from their own shortcomings. Cynthia G go hard. She got over 1,000 videos. She get on YouTube every day and she work hard, not only to distract herself, but to distract the madness from her own ugly shortcomings and wickedness and bitterness. That woman got something to hide. You dig what I'm telling you? So fellas, I just wanted to bring y'all that today. You know, nothing too exquisite. I just wanted to share that information with you. Now y'all know who that individual is. You dig? Fellas, looking at it. Don't get caught up in the nonsense, man. I had a conversation with an individual today, and the conversation was deep and it hit home. Before I close this out, fellas, no one understands something. Some of y'all my age, some of y'all are younger. Don't focus on this nonsense. Rent right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the average rent is $1,500 a month. If you paying $800-900, you living in some slum owned by Mexicans. The average rent is $1,500. These women on YouTube faking. Man, it's real out here. Fellas, I'm telling you, man, bless yourself and be blessed, man. I ain't bragging, man. I own my home, I own this truck, I own my car, I own every damn thing I got. Fellas, that's a good place to be. Why are these women on YouTube still receiving assistance from the government, getting kicked out of affordable homes, and a lot of them struggling, losing their mind, trying to pay $1,500-1,600 rent? Man, we out here striving and we owning shit. Fellas, do not get old and don't have a plan for yourself. You're gonna need some security. And that's the things we need to be focusing on. And that's gonna be my next video. Peace out. I love you, brother.